So something which is a big part of my work as a dating coach is looking at people's attachment styles and how their past might be messing with their present day love lives. Now, having an insecure attachment style can be really destructive in relationships and even in the dating stages. So this video is going to give you 5 steps on how you can become more securely attached. Now, don't be disheartened if you don't see changes happening overnight. This is a bit of a slow burn, but slowly but surely you will find yourself rewiring your neural pathways to become more securely attached in love. If you're new to this channel, I'm Monica, a dating coach, author, and lover of all things love. Here we talk about feminine energy, self-love, dating, and relationships. So if you enjoy this video, click like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Now, in case you've never heard of the attachment theory, it's a concept which addresses the correlation between how we were cared for in childhood and how that then reflects in our attachment style in adulthood. And these attachment styles have been put under these 3 terms of secure, anxious, and avoidant. In short, everyone is either securely or insecurely attached, which comes under the form of either being anxiously or avoidantly attached. Now, those with anxious attachment feel like they need closeness for their survival, and the shadow side of this can leak out in the form of neediness, possessiveness, people-pleasing, and codependency. Avoidantly attached individuals are the opposite, as they fear closeness and prioritize autonomy for their sense of safety, which can cause them to be unable to be vulnerable and in touch with their emotions and to be truly intimate with others. If you're part of the blessed roughly 50% of the population who is securely attached, then you have a healthy balance of interdependence. If you're watching this as someone who falls under the other 50% of insecurely attached people, which I'm guessing you probably are if you're watching this video, then I'm going to be listing out traits of a securely attached person, because this gives you the foundation to become more securely attached just by simply understanding what it means to be securely attached in love. So here are some examples of traits of a securely attached person. Number 1, a securely attached person feels safe to express themselves freely without the fear of abandonment or rejection. Number 2, a securely attached person can trust in others. Number 3, a securely attached person can trust themselves to get their needs met through either meeting them themselves or effectively communicating them to another person. Number 4, there we go. A securely attached person is emotionally resilient and can self-regulate no matter how wild the waves of the relationship gets. Number 5, a securely attached person is in touch with their feelings and their boundaries enough to accurately decipher when it's time to walk away from a relationship and when it's time to compromise. Number 6, a securely attached person has empathy and compassion, not only for themselves, but for their partner, and they can assert healthy boundaries for themselves whilst also honoring the boundaries of their partner. Number 7, a securely attached person is able to offer love and support to their partner without losing their sense of self. So essentially, with all these traits, a securely attached person embodies confidence in the knowing that they are worthy of love and respect and that others can be relied upon to provide love and respect in return. This is what we should all be aiming for, not only because it sets the foundation of a healthy relationship with another person, but also a healthy relationship with yourself. If you have an insecure attachment, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to free yourself of it to evolve. Your insecure attachment was established as a form of protection. So now you need to holistically reassure your body and your psyche that you no longer need its protection in this way, and rewrite the narrative of these limiting beliefs for yourself. Now, I could write a whole book on this healing process, but for the sake of not making this video 5 hours long, I'm just going to simplify it down to 5 major steps that I guide my clients with from being insecurely attached to being much more securely attached. So number 1 is awareness. This is the first step in the process of combating an insecure attachment style and stepping into a more secure attachment through gaining awareness around it. So you need to understand how it plays out in your relationship patterns as well as its cause. Only when you have a level of awareness around your behaviors and an understanding of why it came to be in your life, then you can actively work against it to produce the secure attachment that you want. Number 2 is to recognize that it doesn't serve you. All of our behaviors, good and bad, are for our own protection. So even if you feel that a behavior is not serving you, your ego will actually have a protective reason for its purpose in your life. So you need to work out through meditation, journaling, and therapy what your ego's reasoning is for its wounded responses. You then need to remind yourself in the moments when your habitual reactions creep in of the truth that if you don't suppress this reactive behavior, it will lead to the demise of your relationships, and that you are choosing differently now. Number 3 is inner child work. If you have an insecure attachment, you're going to need to go back to the time when the psychological development started and heal the root cause of it through inner child work, as it was in those years that the wound from your attachment style was formed. So in doing this, you essentially need to reparent your little me within and provide her with the safety and love that she desperately was seeking in childhood but never received. Some books that really helped me during my healing process of insecure attachment through deepening my connection to my inner child were Anxiously Attached by Jessica Baum, Learning Love by Tyus Gibson, Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Lisa Gibson, and Codependent No More by Melody Beatty, I think it's pronounced. And I'll link these books in the show notes. Now, I would love to tell you that this healing process can happen overnight, but it will most probably take some regular consistency to see real transformation, but it will gradually allow for your insecure attachment to lessen its grip over you, and over time, you will free yourself of it. I also recommend doing my inner child meditation from my YouTube to help you on this journey of reconnecting to your little me within and her needs. Now, the next step is face the fear. So whether it's a fear of abandonment, rejection, or vulnerability, as part of the healing process, you need to face this fear head on and realize that you're still whole and still lovable and still safe, even when faced with this hypothetical demise of either your relationship or your own autonomy, depending on which condition you suffer from. Then you need to build a secure attachment style. So once you've worked out what the root cause of the condition and faced the fear, you can then work on practical ways to embody a secure attachment style. You can do this in these following ways. So building self-worth, self-love, and self-compassion outside of the relationship. Depersonalizing others' behaviors. So securely attached people don't personalize the behaviors of others. They know that their reaction is to do with their own childhood coping mechanisms and their own issues, rather than taking things personally as a reflection of their own character or what it means about them. You can also learn to self-regulate and establish emotional resilience. You can practice honest and open and clear communication. Assert boundaries and saying no when something doesn't feel aligned with you. Practice self-trust and trusting in the universe even when you're having to endure times of vulnerability. Developing empathy. So understanding your partner's perspective is a key trait of a securely attached individual and a healthy foundational element for a secure attachment. Seeking emotional support rather than validation. So securely attached people can fill up their own cup. So they don't need for anything or anyone, but they are interdependent enough to understand the beauty of emotional support from a person that embodies a safe space for them. Also practice the art of detachment. So securely attached people maintain such a strong sense of self that others' reactions or actions, behaviors don't affect their mood nor their life, and they can accept that they can't control another person. Also, you can become more securely attached by embracing the harmony of balancing partnership with solitude within your life. So securely attached people are equally as comfortable being alone as they are in partnership with another. Also, practice presence. Insecure attachment lives in the future. Practice remaining present in the now outside of your relationship so that you can remain more mindful and present when in partnership with another as well. So if an insecure attachment style is something which you suffer from, it's important for you to now just make a promise to yourself that you are no longer that person. You will no longer live out the characteristics of an insecurely attached person, and instead you are now stepping into the version of you that is securely attached. You have to act as if until the neural pathways in your brain create an understanding that secure attachment is safer and more beneficial for you. Tell yourself, you are that person now. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to delve into this healing journey more and explore some more points addressed in the video in a more kind of personalized way, then I also do one-on-one sessions. So you can reach out to me via my email, which is monica@wadwa.com, or through my Instagram or TikTok, which are both @withlove.monicawadwa. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you next Friday with my next video. Mwah.